What's going on, YouTube? And welcome back to Goal Line Hockey. It's your boy, Kevin Forte, and we are taking a look today at the Winnipeg Jets. So, the big topic today is the centers in Winnipeg. We've heard some stuff about Pierre-Luc Dubois recently. We've heard some stuff about Paul Stastny, Mark Scheifele. What does this mean for the center core for the Jets? We're going to talk about all of that today. So, we're going to try and connect some dots. Recently, I made a video talking about how Pierre-Luc Dubois has had no contact with the Winnipeg Jets. He's their number one center, according to Daily Faceoff, and Pierre-Luc Dubois is the guy. So the fact they haven't talked to him has to be slightly concerning for Jets fans. But as of right now, he is an RFA. They will probably figure it out, but it has to be at least a little bit concerning. So this is from Pierre LeBrun in terms of Paul Stastny. I talked about him a little bit, thinking he would retire. That might not necessarily be the case. Paul Stastny is coming off of a one-year, $3.75 million contract with Winnipeg. He'll keep the door open to them, but seems likely he looks at the market in terms of being a free agent this summer. I could see some contenders calling. Priority at this stage is having a chance to win. I think he's going to go cup chasing. Does that mean he goes back to Colorado? Maybe. I do see that as a real possibility, depending on what happens with Nazem Kadri over there in Colorado. But I think Stastny has played his final game in Winnipeg. Listen, this team didn't make the playoffs this year. They weren't necessarily where they wanted to be, and I do think that is going to play into this. The question is, if you lose Stastny, what happens? So you've got Pierre-Luc Dubois, your first-line center. Then you've got Mark Scheifele. And that's why I think the Mark Scheifele rumors have gone away. That makes more sense. Because if they're going to lose Stastny this year, well, you still need a second-line center. And as much as I like Lowry and Cole Perfetti, they're not second-line centers yet. So you keep Scheifele. You got Dubois, Scheifele, and ideally, you have Cole Perfetti as the third-line winger or center alongside Adam Lowry, and then Dominic Toninato and whoever's down there, Mason Appleton, whoever you want to throw as your fourth-line center. So that's what you're looking at for the Jets probably next season. Expect Cole Perfetti to get more ice time, but I don't think he's ready to be a second-line center. Ideally, you play him on the wing. And I think they will try to do that. We've heard some rumors about Jansen Harkins maybe getting traded. It all depends on how much salary the Jets have. And again, depends on the coach they get. If they get Barry Trotz, they're going to try going for it next year. A lot of this depends on their coaching situation. I've heard from Jeff Merrick and Elliot Friedman. We know the Jets have interviewed Barry Trotz. They believe they also interviewed Scott Armiel and spoken to Rick Tocchet. One other name to watch is Jim Montgomery. Now, if the Jets don't get Barry Trotz, I think Barry Trotz is the best fit. He's Manitoba native. I know people like to say that doesn't mean much, but it does. Understanding what it takes with that passionate fan base there in Winnipeg. Might be a smaller arena, smaller fan base, but they're still very passionate. And I think Barry Trotz would understand that the most out of the other candidates, if I'm being honest. Now, again, it depends on Barry Trotz. I heard last week Vegas was supposed to be getting him, and now maybe not. So it comes down to what Barry Trotz wants to do. If he wants to return to Winnipeg, his mom just passed away. Obviously, best wishes to the Trotz family on Barry Trotz's. Actually, I think it was his. Was it his mom or his wife? I think both, actually. So Barry Trotz might take. That's why it's taking so long to see these coaches, because it's kind of on Barry Trotz and what he ends up doing. But I like Jim Montgomery if it's not Barry Trotz. I think Montgomery would be a really nice fit there in Winnipeg. That's my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. Who would you like to see be the next head coach for the Jets other than Barry Trotz? Because I think all of us would agree it would be Barry. But other than Barry, who would you like to see in there? Maybe it is Rick Tocchet. Would it be a guy like Tortorella? Probably not. Like I said, I like Jim Montgomery in that spot. So let me know what you guys think. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again next time.